Realistic look at this new Super Helldives mission basically is absolute chaos. You're trying to defend your friends and get your weapons in, call in your stratagem. You see the Impaler right there. We kind of took them out pretty fast, which is cool, but let you know they do group spawn. So I have seen 2 to 3 Impalers come out of the line at the same time. This is the inside of the hive. They're gigantic. I went the wrong way. Yeah. I made a wrong turn there, and you see what happened. It's absolutely filled with enemies from top to bottom, so I made the mistake of doing that. This is me coming back in. We actually used up so many of our respawns trying to take down this base. This is probably one of the most difficult things about the new missions, is destroying the hive. You see they still right now, they're trying to call in. I'm trying to take as many of them out as possible to keep them from calling in a bug breach, but I end up missing the one in the back and end up calling the bug breach now. So as we all know, all hell is definitely about to break loose on this mission right here. But this is just the accurate depiction of what's going to happen during these missions, is that it's going to be absolutely crazy out there. You're going to be trying to figure out, like, should I have brought the eruptor? Should I have brought the incendiary shotgun? At different times you need different weapons, so I feel like this is pretty much like the bot side now on the bug side, because there's so many different types of enemies, as you see them right there, and they're non-stop. They're non-stop, and we're actually trying to close these holes up. I usually try to attack this mission first. This is the first thing I try to do, because there's no need to defeat the whole board and then you come over here and try to do this part and you don't have enough lives to get taken care of. With this group, we did okay. I ended up working with a group later on. We actually fared a little bit better, just because of the weapons that we had. Now, for just this whole mission alone right here, I expect to bring an orbital laser, because it's so many enemies. And I know we have gotten away from using the orbital lasers before, but I feel like with this new setup and with the new enemies, I done backed myself into a corner here. With the enemies that we have right now, we need those orbital lasers. So at least 1 or 2 people need to carry the orbital laser, even just one person, just to clear out the hordes that's gathered up inside of these bug holes, just so we can complete that mission. Because without that, you're going to need an awful lot of firepower. This is me learning, like, should I have brought the incendiary shotgun, because it's so hard to get this eruptor aimed at these enemies who are moving around and jumping around fast, and they did add speed buffs to some new enemies as well. So, like, I just wanted to show y'all this. This is just the accurate depiction of what's going to happen on these missions. This is no fluff. It's not no elaborate matter that you need to use. This is the experience that you're going to have. Sometimes worse, sometimes better. Like I said, this one was pretty bad. I ended up switching up the gun from the eruptor and going with the machine gun. I kind of wanted the eruptor to take out these bigs, but these new enemies here are so fast, and I was not expecting them to be that fast. So, like I'm saying, I'm just trying to figure this out just as well as everyone else, trying to figure out what works best, what's the best stratagems to bring. But like, I have tried a multitude of different stratagems, and they all are effective, and they are ineffective in their own way, and that's me not aiming the pistol where I should, blowing myself to smithereens. Once again, I'm not trained in using the eruptor. I kind of wanted to use the eruptor so I can take out some bigs and sometimes some of those impalers, but it was cool for me. I kind of wish I would have brought a backpack. They're very great at closing up bug holes, so it's hard because, like I said, they're very strong at certain things and very weak at others. Like, I can't get this guy off my back right now because I know I got to be able to line him up in my scope without hurting myself, and that's really hard to do when you're running away from. And look whose it is. It's an impaler and a wrecker all together. But this right here is an accurate depiction of what it's going to look like on these super Helldives when you're in that nest. This is no fluff. This is no frills. This is me getting killed. Yeah. So prepare for this. Prepare for war. This is pretty much what we're going to be dealing with. I haven't tried out all of the weapons that I want to try out. Like, I tried out the railgun kind of early, but I kind of want to try out the 120 and the 380 inside of these halves to see how they work. And today I will be trying out the automaton side to see how big those bases is. But this is just, you get a good look at how big the actual nest is now. This is me trying to put an eruptor bullet over there to close up that last hole, because you see we got 3 holes left to close, and we got 10 lives left. And I think it started with 3 or 4 of us. I don't remember. I think somebody ended up leaving out. But this right here is just an accurate aerial view of what it looks like inside of these hives. If you haven't seen them yet, if you haven't jumped on the game, but these new Baral commanders are a pain. Look, it's crime and stuff. It's all up here with me. I'm trying to get away. It's like a horror movie up here. But yeah, man, I just wanted y'all to see this just to give you an accurate depiction of what it looks like inside these bug holes. Because a lot of people are going to tell you to use this weapon, or you need to do this, or you need to use that. But sometimes that's not it. It's all about the cohesive unit of the team. And kind of, if y'all can piggyback off what somebody is bringing, the guys helped us out right here because they end up bringing these supply packs. So the supply packs has became more important as a secondary weapon because they have reduced the storage capacity of the breaker centenary, and it's still one of the best weapons to go up against bugs just because of the firepower and the accuracy of it being able to spread around to hit different enemies. Like I said, like using the eruptor here is a bit difficult because it only shoots at one enemy at a time. Sometimes you might get bounced off the ground and hit more than one enemy, but in close combat, like right here, it's not really going to be as effective as I need it to be, like the breaker would be. And I can't wait to use the new slugger tonight because you will get that firepower with a little bit of pushback, because these new enemies are fast and they push up on you very fast. Like I can't even run around them. Usually I'm able to run around the enemies, but these ones, they've boosted the speed on them and they're just pushing me into another group. And this is where I'm going to get myself in a ton of trouble right here. Right up here in this corner, just watch it. And I don't have a weapon where I could actually, you know, push them back and fight back because all of my guns that I have is single shots. So that's something to keep in mind, but you do need the single shots to be able to take out these bug holes. So like I said, one way it might help you, one way it might hurt you. Now, like I said, this mission did start off super rough for us. This mission started off crazy rough for us, but we end up, you know, getting it together at the end. We ended up completing this mission, even though it started off rough. We had a lot of people drop out. I stayed in. I think at one point it was just me and another guy that was still in this mission, but we ended up getting it done, completing the mission. This is the absolute hardest part of this mission, to be honest with you, and just depending on how many bug breaches you have, it can make it bad, because as you see now, enemies are all over the place. Enemies are everywhere. They're non-stop running around. I did everything in my power to get this final bug hole closed. I just was trying to get this bug hole closed with everything in my capability. Impaler not trying to see me be great. All over the place. But if you see, look at all these enemies, man. This is not a game. This is what the game has become. It's more fun. It's more dangerous. It's more scary. They're all over the place. I'm trying to fight back, doing the best that I can. As you see, man, we just got to keep on diving and keep on trying to take out these terminals and these automatons, man, because it's crazy out here. As you see, we got one more hole to close up before we're actually done with this mission, and I'm just running for my life right now. I wonder if they're going to give us anything else that kind of like boost our speed, because I do feel like they've gotten so much faster than us, you know? Like at one point in time, we could use the stem and kind of like get away for a little bit, but now I feel like they've caught up to us in the terms of speed, as far as like us being able to run around and circle around them type of thing. But yeah, if you like my content, please, thank you for checking out my page. I'm going to continue to post content here about Helldivers, and I'm looking forward to trying out some new games as well. But yeah, this is absolutely insane. It's crazy out there.